Over the years, the Wise Guys Charity Fund has distributed as much as $3.5 million to charities across the Niagara region. Doug Smith joins us now from their board of directors. Welcome, Doug.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Doug, as a director of this charity, obviously you are in touch, or this charity fund, you're in touch with a lot of charities. They're all feeling the pinch during COVID-19. What is the mood of some of your contacts throughout the region?
It's certainly a difficult time, Mike. It's tough. Charities are helping the less fortunate one way or another, and not being able to do that has been a real struggle. Like us, every other charity runs their fundraisers. There's a number of different sources of income, and fundraising is a big part of it. And so many events have had to be canceled, have had to change. Certainly, it's a very, very difficult time, and it's a trying time mentally because it's not anyone's fault, but you're not able to help or to be able to give back in the same way that they're used to.
These charities approach you and they fill out a grant application, and usually if the application is done correctly and is for a worthwhile cause, that money does get approved. But with all of your events not running this summer, it must be very difficult for you to have to tell these people, well, like we can't really follow through with this grant money for 2020.
Yes, with it coinciding with the beginning of COVID, really, with our March board meeting where we decided to go ahead and approve the grants that we could, we had to contact all of those charities and organizations and let them know for the first time ever that if we weren't able to hold some or all of our events, we wouldn't be able to fund those grants, and that there would have to be a contingent plan coming up. And without a doubt, for the first time ever, unfortunately, we're in that situation where, as an organization that is there to help other organizations, we're not going to be able. It's very disappointing that we're not going to be able to do it all in 2020 like we had hoped to.
All of your events right now, what is the status of them? The celebrity roast was pushed to September. Is that now canceled?
Unfortunately, yes. The roast, the announcement is coming out in the roast in the next week that it's going to be pushed to its normal April date in 2021. And really, we're at a point now where all of our postponed events for September are now going to be canceled and be on their normal dates and months in 2021. It's just, the Wise Guys has always prided itself in putting on big, large, successful events that my dad always said, if you run an event and people are dying to come back, then you've done a good event. And we know that the climate, the rules, the health and safety of volunteers and participants and donors comes most important. And if we can't do it properly in September, which of course we know we won't be able to, that it's not worth doing it partway, and that we're going to that they will all be happening now in 2021.
The phrase new normal has come up. It's one of those phrases that is specifically tied to this pandemic. Are you looking at some new types of fundraising efforts for this new normal that might last for years to come? We really don't know.
We are. I know the Wise Kids Committee, which has had to cancel their event in September until September of 2021, are taking a look at a virtual event. It could involve gaming, different things with kids, where, again, I don't have young children anymore, but I know that so many of them can get into the same virtual room and do certain games and have fun and potentially make that a type of a fundraiser. We've Liquid Entertainment and Request DJs have both run different events on online types of parties that we hope to be able to make them bigger and better going forward. So the new normal, without a doubt, is a new normal. I think there'll be the virtual and there'll be the smaller groups. And then in conjunction with that, we've thought about maybe not an event that would take place, but an event that we could at least try and raise some money this year. Again, what the new normal means is a much smaller group and a much more spread out environment to make sure that the health and safety comes first.
The golf tournament brings a lot of the business community together each and every year, both the men's tournament and the ladies tournament. Anything planned to maybe make up for the loss of those two tournaments?
We are looking at an event where it's still not quite there yet, but we're hoping to get maybe 72 friends of the wise guys out on a golf course where we're well spread out, a foursome per hole. So, doubling the 10-minute social distancing that golf courses ask for now. 72 people outside for lunch. So again, following all the rules. And really asking those individuals who want to participate. Now we're asking you to go out and get pledges, or you to raise money, or you to write your own check to see if we can't still find a way to raise $100,000 for the wise guys before the year's over. Sort of a sprint to the end, so that we can try and help out at least some of the needy charities and organizations that we're hoping to.
Thanks for your time today, Doug. We hope that that tournament does come together in these difficult times. Appreciate it.
Guys, thank you very much. Really appreciate your support.